We've never seen this, massive Canadian glaciers shrinking rapidly. Scientists in Canada have warned that massive glaciers in the Yukon territory are shrinking even faster than would be expected from a warming climate, and bringing dramatic changes to the region. After a string of recent reports chronicling the demise of the ice fields, researchers hope that greater awareness will help the public better understand the rapid pace of climate change. The rate of warming in the north is double that of the average global temperature increase, concluded the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration in its annual Arctic report card, which called the warming unprecedented. The region is one of the hotspots for warming, which is something we've come to realize over the last 15 years, said David Hick of Simon Fraser University. The magnitude of the changes is dramatic. In their recent State of the Mountains report published earlier in the summer, the Canadian Alpine Club found that the St. Elias Mountains, which span British Columbia, the Yukon and Alaska, are losing ice faster than the rest of the country. Previous research found that between 1957 and 2007, the range lost 22% of its ice cover, enough to raise global sea levels by 1.1 millimeters. When I first went to the St. Elias Range, it felt like time travel, into the past, said Hick, who co-edited the report. What we're seeing now feels like time travel into the future. Because as the massive glaciers are retreating, they're causing a complete reorganization of the environment. The accelerating melt of the glacier has resulted in major shifts to water sources at lower elevations. The dramatic changes to the landscape come amid predictions that the Arctic region is slated to experience far quicker and potentially devastating warming in the coming years. We are seeing a 20% difference in area coverage of the glaciers in Yukon National Park and Reserve and the rest of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, over a 60-year period, Diane Wilson, a field unit superintendent at Parks Canada, told. We've never seen that. It's outside the scope of normal. In the St. Elias Range, researchers have found warming intensifies at higher altitudes, a phenomenon they are not quite able to explain. These types of events aren't isolated to glacial events in the St. Elias, said Zach Robinson, the report's co-author and professor at the University of Alberta. We're slated to lose 80% of the ice cover in the Rocky Mountains over the next 50 years. Earlier this year, Canada's Auditor General found that none of the 3 northern territories were adequately prepared for the impacts of climate change.